I've been heading the Department of Computer Science and Engineering since last 12, 13 years. And what Raj sir has said, I have actually, experienced both these two things, like being the biggest departments in the engineering colleges or universities are the computer science and engineering departments. So bringing the attendance in the classrooms was one challenge, which I have seen myself in my academic governance. Second thing was like, are our students ready for the maybe for the entrepreneurship, for the placements? So that was another challenge which I have seen and would like to suggest something. So other than the head position or dean position of computer science and engineering, I got a chance to be connected with NTU Singapore on the pedagogy transformation from traditional to student-centric active learning. And I got the chance then how to make that 30% theory, which Raj sir mentioned, that we can make it online. But we have done and tried that how it can be more made more engaging into the classroom. So we have worked on, in fact, I've been a faculty development practitioner as well, to train the faculty on adapting this pedagogy, active learning pedagogy, working starting from how to design a learning outcome for a particular classroom or class or session, to then designing the learning activities into the classroom which are aligned with these learning outcomes, and then how to prepare an assessment which can tell me that whether that learning outcome been achieved of that particular class or not. So I have worked a lot onto this. We have used even the technology, because in every class, if I want to see whether the learning outcome been achieved or not, I cannot do it manually. It will take my 50 minutes or 1 hour. So we have trained the faculty, how to use the technology. There are so many tools which have AI facility with them, and we can assess on the go itself that how many students has grabbed that concept. So there are various, I guided faculty how to design a particular activity based on the depth of the content. So this has been my experience. In this session, I've been given the topic on assessment and academic integrity. So my point is that assessment is not a end of the course agenda. It is actually something, it is a driver of learning. We need to think of more on the continuous assessments rather than the summative assessment. I think our challenge should not be to maintain the academic integrity during the assessments, but then the major challenge is how to design the assessment so that the misconduct becomes irrelevant to the assessment actually. So the main agenda is this, and the same thing as sir has mentioned, that to make it, we need to make the assessments authentic. We need to make the assessment competency-based instead of that, just rote learning or memorizing the concepts. So for doing that, I think AI can be the best tool or best friend of a faculty. I have experience of training the faculty to make an assessment which is not been completed simply by giving one prompt or another, but even to, a part of the problem can be solved by using some prompts, but then ultimately the student can need to think critically. He has to apply his problem solving capabilities to solve this. So this, I think, is one of the thing. Another thing in the assessment, I would I talk a lot onto this topic, that the student agency need to be catered when we are talking about assessment. It is really very critical that in our higher education, we are talking about, may it be capstone project, we are cross-questioning the student, he is giving the presentations, but we are never asking for a self-assessment. We are never asking for a peer assessment, which is equally important. If I want to shift the student from organization to industry, he has to work with his peers into an environment where his peers' opinion about his work also matters. So I think this is very critical thing which we need to involve in assessment, that the peer feedback and the self-assessment should also be kept into that.